Yo, what is going on? Evan Dina here, bringing you another Division video. In this one, I'm going to be talking about the guaranteed high-end drops from named NPCs level 30 plus that will be implemented in the April update and why it is being put in. Now, if you're new to the channel, I'm glad you could stop by, and if you find the video helpful, be sure to smash that like button. I really appreciate it, and it really helps out the video. Now, let's get started, boys. Let's begin by clarifying why this change is being brought in now rather than earlier or later. The Division is a loot and shoot, not a craft and shoot. What I mean is that as players, we should be getting the bulk of our best high ends from drops rather than making them at the crafting table. In no way am I saying that we were wrong in using the crafting as much as we did to get most of our gear and weapons, because as players we will always gravitate to the easiest way to get items rather than the more difficult, and in this case crafting was easy and farming bosses took more time and you were less likely to get what you needed for your build, which made it harder. Now, when we found out that crafting was getting nerfed, most of us hated it. Why? Because crafting was just so easy to get the top end gear and we didn't want that taken away. But in recent news, it was said that high ends would be a guaranteed drop from level 30 plus named NPCs. Even with a nerf on crafting, that alone will make crafting the same or possibly easier due to the number of high ends you will be receiving. And if you get a piece of gear drop that doesn't fit your build, you can simply deconstruct it for high-end materials. Just to show you how much we relied on crafting, take a look at this graph. At the top, we have crafting at 47%, bought from vendor at 29%, and from an NPC kill, it's sitting at a measly 22%. This is the sources of high-end item level 31 gear. Like I said, this is a shoot and loot. NPC kill should be at the top, but it's sitting at the bottom. This needed to change. This is why the 100% high-end drop rate is being put in now, to help the crafting nerf not be as bad and to hopefully bring up the main source of our top high ends to the number 2 spot or possibly the number 1 spot. Players are acting like it's the end of crafting as we know it, but that's simply not true. Crafting is not going to be as bad as people have made it out to be. Before you judge, you should at least wait till the update has dropped and you can get a true feel of how things are going to work. Now, about the 100% drop rate of high ends, personally, I think 100% is a little much. I think it should be a high chance, but not 100%. But I'm not going to complain, and I know no one else is either. Another thing about this is that in the dark zone, this is going to breed more rogues, because now more than likely a player is going to be carrying a high end, and that will benefit the PvP play. But it's time to start looking at the bigger picture here and also at the long term rather than the short term. This change is to help the Division feel like an actual loot and shoot, and that's how it should feel. You should be getting the bulk of your gear from drops, but that doesn't mean you can't craft as well to get what you need. All they did was switch which method would be easier to acquire said high ends. I agree with the drop rate change and making crafting a little more costly. They are both good changes that needed to be implemented sooner than later. But I know some of you will disagree, and if you do, I would like to hear why, so be sure to leave a comment down below. That's going to be wrapping things up for me, but if you found the video helpful, be sure to drop a like and be sure to sub for future Division content. Thank you very much for watching. As always, I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.